Hi guys, my name is Rituparna Roy. Welcome to my channel. Do you want to start journaling and planning but don't know how? Stick around for this video. I'll share a layout with you that you can use if you are a planner, if you are not a planner, if you have never tried journaling before but you want to get into it. Now, I have been buying planners for 4 years now, but I still like to maintain one diary, one notebook of mine where I am having my own layout and writing down my own thoughts, because any planner or journal that you buy, it will come with its own set layout, and many a times there is not a lot of changes that you can do to it. So stick around till the end of this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. Now, I have said it before, I will say it again. If you want to get into planning and journaling, you do not need a fancy planner or a journal. Of course, I buy one and I have shared the reason with you. I like it, I enjoy the whole process. But if you want to get into it and you're not sure, then you can try this layout for probably 15 days or a month, and then if you want, you can still go ahead and buy a planner or a journal. There are so many undated planner options also available now in the market. Now, the first question that I'll ask you, because you're watching this video, is why do you want to start journaling or planning? What is the reason? See, I do it because I want to clear my mind. It gives me a direction for the day, because I'll note down my to-dos, my main tasks, all of those things are at one place. So in the morning, I know how I want to lay the whole day down. So figure out the why you want to start, what things you want to jot down in the layout. Now, this layout that I am sharing can be made into several different kinds of ways depending upon why you are using, what you want to write in your journal and planner. It's very versatile and it's a very personal thing, isn't it? Journaling or planning. So you can tweak it around as you like and start with it. Any kind of notebook, anything that you have lying around, any spare notebook is absolutely okay with it. I have selected a smaller notebook because I already have a journal and planner, and I have shared a video of a planner setup video here. I used the Alicia Souza's dated planner for 2023. Check out this video for more such layout ideas and inspiration. I hope you find this helpful. Now I'll turn you guys around and give you a more better view into how I do the sections. Let's start. So I'm going to be taking you through this angle. This gives us a better perspective. And let me show you a spread that I have used before. So this is a spread that I have used before. I like to start my day with gratitude. Then I have a question for me, which is what I want to accomplish. What am I looking forward to on this day? I mention a chore. I do some brain dumping. Whatever thoughts, whatever is bothering me or is there at the top of my mind in the morning. And then I include my menu for the day. And this is a very simple, very good way, I think, of having a small little journaling and planning session in the morning. Let me show you how you can make use of this notebook. Now, do keep in mind, as I said before, it is very, very different from person to person, so your spread can look completely different than mine, but I'm including some sections that I feel will be very helpful and useful. So let's start. Let me get you focused a little bit more. Now, I like to start off by, of course, putting on the date, day, and all of that details at the first. Then I start with gratitude. Now, if gratitude is not your thing, you can, of course, include any affirmations, manifestations, mantras, whatever it is that you like. So the next heading that I have put here is the main goal, the main priority, the major tasks for today. Write it down. I like to keep it to 1 or 2 tasks only, otherwise it gets overwhelming. And secondly, the reason is I'll have a to-do again later on in the next sections as well. So let's just write down 1 or 2 goals for the day, the main things that we have to get done, very much necessary. After that, I write my to-dos. So any other things that I have to get done for the day, I'll note them down. One thing for to do also that I have learned is not to keep it too long, not to get very overwhelmed with it early in the morning. Next up, we have an exercise of brain dumping. Let's talk about brain dumping. So brain dumping is nothing but getting out all the thoughts, all the things that are going on in your mind onto paper. That is all, right? Why to do brain dumping? I do brain dumping because it kind of also gives me ideas. At the same time, it's like writing down whatever anxious thoughts or things that are bothering me on paper. Once they are there on paper, then I think about them, that what I can do to resolve them, what I can do to overcome them, right? Because I sit with my journal generally in the morning half, it's better, because as the day progresses, sometimes you don't get time, sometimes your thoughts are already very much muddled. So that is why I prefer to do it before all the rush and everything of the morning and the day starts to get in. Brain dumping, if it's too overwhelming for you, just put a timer of 30 seconds, sit with yourself, whatever words or things are coming into your mind, just write it down. It does not have to be a brain dump, it can be a word dump, thoughts dump, whatever it is you want to do. Now, the next section can vary from day to day, so it might not be that every day this section will be there. I like to add a small line about any events, anything that is there, anywhere I have to go, anything I have to buy, if I have to pay any bills, any reminders basically that I have to do. So I will jot that down here. This next section is again depending and varying upon whether you have to do any chores or anything like that. I like to lay out my chores and the menu for the day, so I'm clear what am I cooking, what I have to do, and there is a lot of clarity and no confusion. Now we come to the last part of our setup. Now basically in the last part I leave some space just to note down any thoughts about my day, anything that I have, any notes, anything that I want to write about, maybe a line or two. How was my day? How am I feeling? Those are some of the questions I like to address here. You can also add some trackers here. You can have a tracker for your reading if you are planning on, if you have that goal, you know, whether it's reading, whether it's exercising, whether it's studying. So depending upon what is your goals, what you are doing, you can add any kind of trackers here and mention that in this page. So this is how basically a very simple, very beginner friendly spread can look like, right? We start with a gratitude affirmation. We have our main goal for the day. We have a short to-do list. Then we do some brain dumping. Any birthdays, events, any payments, anything that you have to remind yourself to get done, you write it here. This is for your any household chores. If you want to write down your menu for the day, you do that. Any thoughts, any notes, anything. And if you want to have a small section on what you're reading or what you're exercising for the day, what you're studying, any projects, any notes that you have to do, any submissions, anything that you want to write about, that can be done here in this section as well. So this is how I journal sometimes, even though I have like a whole planner. This is my way of getting in, you know, a little kind of a personalization, and this is what you can also do. I think this is very beginner friendly and very easy to use. And with that, we have come to an end of this video. I hope you found this helpful and useful. I'll see you again next time. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.